More scenes we couldn't get enough of. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for another top 10 most rewatched TV scenes of all time.
You're all fine-looking men. My dogs are desperate to meet you. I haven't fed them for 7 days. They're ravenous.
For this list, we're looking at more TV moments that fans go back to watch again and again. Because we're basing them on comments we received on our previous video, we'll be breaking our rule about featuring one entry per show or franchise. Number 10. Crawlspace, Breaking Bad. Chemistry teacher turned meth cook Walter White grows increasingly desperate under the thumb of his employer Gustavo Fring. After Fring fires him and threatens Walt's family,
I will kill your wife. I will kill your son. I will kill your infant daughter.
Walt rushes to the crawlspace where he keeps his money, so he and his family can escape and start anew. That's when his wife Skylar admits she gave the money to Ted to cover their tracks.
Where's the rest? The money, Skylar. Where is the rest? Skylar. Where is the money?
I gave it to Ted.
Horrified and utterly without hope, Walt has a complete breakdown, eventually laughing hysterically. The acting from Bryan Cranston is riveting, and the pulsating soundtrack and clever camera work make it a scene you can't look away from, no matter how many times you've seen it. Number 9. Barry vs. Ronnie and Lily. Barry. The episode Ronnie/Lily in this dramedy about a hitman who wants to be an actor has too many rewatchable scenes for us to choose just one. Tasked by a cop to kill his ex-wife's new lover, Barry gets more than he bargained for when he tries to talk Ronnie into leaving town.
I have a car out there. I want you to drive to Chicago, and I need you to stay there for about a year.
Ronnie is a skilled fighter, and their tussle, shot in a long take, leaves both of them exhausted. Ronnie's daughter Lily adds some comedy when she comes home and proceeds to attack Barry like a feral mongoose.
I thought you were a dog. Get off me!
Then a trip to the grocery store sees round 2 between Barry and Ronnie.
Your daughter's fine. And... Ronnie, come on, man. Don't be an asshole.
All of the scenes have great blends of action and comedy that make them supremely rewatchable. Number 8. I Am the One Who Knocks, Breaking Bad. One of the most famous speeches in recent TV history, this scene is just spectacular. When Walter White's wife Skylar witnesses him drunkenly suggesting that the man her brother-in-law Hank is looking for, namely Walt, is still out there, she expresses concern that he may want to be caught, and that he's in over his head.
Your
Don't
front
want
door.
to hear about the
You're
police.
not some hardened criminal, Walt. You are in over your head. That's what we tell them. That's the truth.
That is not the truth.
Walt snaps at her and reveals how dark he's become, claiming indirect responsibility for a man's death and declaring that he isn't in danger, he is the danger.
You clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No. I am the one who knocks.
Bryan Cranston's powerful performance and several memorable lines have made this a scene whose door many are eager to knock on repeatedly. Number 7. We have to go back. Lost. It may have ended almost a decade ago, but Lost had plenty of moments that people still revisit. One such moment occurs during the huge, game-changing Season 3 finale. Throughout the episode, audiences are treated to the series' characteristic flashbacks, in this case about protagonist Jack Shephard. They're juxtaposed against his attempts in the present to get everyone off the island.
I'm getting them all off the island. All of them! Let me ask you something, Jack. Why do you want to leave the island? What is it that you so desperately want to get back to?
However, in the episode's final moments, he meets with Kate, a fellow plane crash survivor, revealing the flashbacks were in fact flash forwards.
We're not supposed to leave.
Yes, we were. Goodbye, Jack.
His insistence that they return to the island had us losing our minds then, and it's something plenty of Losties love to reference to this day.
We have to go back, Kate.
Number 6. Rick Bites Back, The Walking Dead. This zombie apocalypse show has remained relevant for so long thanks to unforgettable moments like this. Former Sheriff Rick Grimes is searching for sanctuary with his son and friend Michonne when they're accosted by a gang of marauding killers and rapists.
Oh, dearie me. You screwed up, asshole. You hear me? You screwed up.
Despite Rick's friend Daryl trying to intercede on their behalf, the gang's leader Joe refuses to change his mind, promising that Rick will watch as his son and Michonne are assaulted right in front of him.
First, we're gonna beat Daryl to death. Then we'll have the girl. Then the boy. Then I'm gonna shoot you, and then we'll be square.
With no way out, Rick bites into Joe's neck to kill him, in one of the most brutal kills in a show famous for them.
What the hell are you gonna do now, sport?
As tough to stomach as it is, it's definitely worth watching more than once. Number 5. Not Penny's Boat, Lost. Another moment from the iconic Season 3 finale, this focuses on washed-up musician Charlie Pace. Warned that he'll die if he swims down to an underwater jamming station, Charlie does it anyway to help his fellow plane crash survivors get home. But he soon learns that their would-be rescuer isn't Desmond's wife Penny at all.
Hey, are you on the boat? Your boat? 80 miles offshore. Naomi, the parachutist.
I'm not on a boat. Who's Naomi?
When the window to his compartment is smashed open, he seals up the room to save Desmond's life, and uses his last moments to write a warning to his friends. The show had many character deaths, but this is one of the most impactful and rewatchable. Number 4. 90 Seconds, Chernobyl. Based on the real events surrounding the disaster at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, Chernobyl has a plethora of horrific yet enthralling scenes. The most rewatchable, though, occurs in episode 4.
Joker. What the Germans named it? Joker. Is it ready? It's ready.
After attempts to find robots capable of cleaning radioactive debris from a rooftop prove less than successful, those in charge of containing the disaster are forced to turn to biological resources, men.
Did you lose the signal? It's not the signal, it's the vehicle.
The scene follows one worker through his single run removing debris, and it's as intense as anything else on our list, if not more so.
These are the most important 90 seconds of your lives.
The uninterrupted shot, along with the ticking of the Geiger counter and several stumbles, will set your nerves on edge from start to finish. Number 3. Negan kills Abraham and Glenn, The Walking Dead.
Eeny. Meeny. Miny. Mo.
With all the build-up over the villain Negan, it was only natural that he'd make an impact, but only people who'd read the comics could have predicted just how much of one. With most of the protagonists at his mercy, Negan brutally smashes in Abraham's head, and he follows it up not long after by doing the same to Glenn.
I am sorry. I truly am.
While a deeply divisive moment, as it was the last straw for many viewers, it's a defining one that left most of us in such shock that the only way to process it was to see it again. Number 2. Tyrion's trial speech, Game of Thrones. As tempting as it was to choose an epic moment like the Battle of the Bastards for this entry, we have to go with this character-based moment. Charged with the murder of the king, Tyrion Lannister is put on trial.
They're found guilty. May the gods punish the accused.
A parade of witnesses, mostly made up of his family and enemies, though the two aren't mutually exclusive, casts him in the worst light possible.
Once we'd got King Joffrey safely away from the mob, the imp rounded on him. He slapped the king across the face and called him a vicious idiot and a fool.
Although Tyrion's father has promised to allow Tyrion to join the Night's Watch when he's found guilty, Tyrion's former lover Shay taking the stand is the last straw.
I saved this city and all your worthless lives. I should have let Stannis kill you all.
He delivers an impassioned tirade against the courtroom that features some spectacular acting from Peter Dinklage, and has fans watching the scene again and again.
Yes, Father, I'm guilty. Guilty? Is that what you want to hear?
You admit you poisoned the king?
No. Of that I'm innocent. I'm guilty of a far more monstrous crime. I'm guilty of being a dwarf.
Before we unveil the most rewatchable number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
It was a long, difficult road. Thank God we finally got here.
Which is why I propose we commit to being evil. I made us all black goatees out of felt. I suggest you put them on until you're able to grow your own. From now on, I'm Evil Abed.
All right, how we doing, baby? Not good. We're already 10 minutes behind. Let's move. Give me that.
Come on. Come on.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Gus dies. Breaking Bad. Sure, Say My Name became an instant internet meme.
You're goddamn right.
But this moment is our number 1. With Walt determined to take down Gus Fring, both out of survival and a need to take out a rival, he finds the key in an old enemy, Hector Salamanca. Hector is able to lure Gus into his nursing home. As Gus prepares to kill Hector, the old man surprises him by looking him in the eye and repeatedly hitting the bell on his chair. Gus realizes too late that there's a bomb built by Walt rigged to the chair, and his cool facade breaks when an explosion rocks the room. It's an intensely satisfying moment, and one that's great to reflect on multiple times. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.